Welcome back to another edition of the Irreverend Does the Bible. Just to catch you all up on me, I shaved. You're caught up. Okay, chapter 12 is what we're getting into right now. We just got out a lot more begatting. You know what, as a creative writing major in college, we took some storytelling classes. And you know what rule number 1 was? First 12 chapters, don't make them all begats, because your reader loses interest, and hopefully you're still with me, because my read has been so full of life that it's engaged you despite the iffiness of the stories thus far. But it's got to pick up at some point, you would think. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, I don't think we ever met an Abram. You introduced the hell out of 300 characters we're never going to hear from again. And now this Abram guy gets some page time and we don't know who he is. Get thee out of thy country. See, he must have done something too. Get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land that I will show thee. Oh, it's not out of anger. It's just, hey, Abram, psst, come this way. I got some land for you. Don't tell anybody. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee. Ooh, God might have had a little something for Abram, I think. Because why else would he pick him out? Oh, God, you naughty wench. And I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee. So it'll be a big blessing circle. And curse him that curseth thee. Okay? And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So he's really making him like, you know, his new Adam. Like, you are the one, buddy. Come with me. I'm going to hook you up. I will have your back if anybody comes at you. You wouldn't mess with somebody if God had their back, right? So Abram departed, naturally, as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. Which, let's hope that doesn't make God jealous. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarai his wife. Bad news for God. And Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, their material things, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, slaves. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of, I say Canaan instead of Canaan, because, I don't know, is Canaan, is that spelled with the 2 A's? You think it's like a long A sound. Canaan, Canaan, Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sichem, unto the plain of Moreh, and the Canaanite was then in the land. So that's what he had to go through to get there. He's there, and the Lord appeared unto Abram again and said, unto thy seed, so to your kids, will I give this land. So faked you out. This isn't for you. This is for your kids. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. Abram did. Yeah, Abram wasn't upset about that. He built an altar, and then God, who could only come down into altars, came down and showed up. And he removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel. So he said, you know what? Sichem isn't good enough for you. I'm going to pick you up, move you over the mountain to Bethel. Sounds like Bethlehem. So I wonder if there's a connection there. And pitched his tent, wink, having Bethel on the west and Hai on the east. And there he built an altar unto the Lord and called upon the name of the Lord. So again, built another altar. God came back down. What do you want? He didn't really say that. And Abram journeyed, going on still toward the south to get he kept going. Still wasn't happy with the places God was setting up for him. And there was a famine in the land. Of course there was, because the flood's over and something has to be destructive and awful. And Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there. Sojourn is a journey or sleep. It's either journey or sleep. We probably did a little of both. And for the famine was grievous in the land. And it came to pass, when he was come near to enter into Egypt, that he said unto Sarai his wife, Behold now, I know... He probably didn't sound that awful, but... Behold now, that's better. I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. No good can follow that beginning of a sentence. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the Egypts shall see thee, that they shall say, This is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. So he's saying, honey, you so hot that when we go to Egypt, they're going to be like, we need to get this guy out of the picture. I'm a dead man, and they're going to take you and have their way with you. Just want you to be prepared. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister. Oh, so that doesn't happen, say you're my sister, so nobody gets jealous enough to kill me. They'll still have their way with you, but at least I'll still be alive. That it may be well with me for thy sake. Oh, for her sake, because she loves him, so she doesn't want him to die. And my soul shall live because of thee. It was very sweet. And it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman, that she was very fair. I wish they had a picture in here of her. The princes also of Pharaoh saw her. There was a Pharaoh, so the princes, his sons, saw her, and commended her before Pharaoh. Where did all the Egyptians come from? Wow, they reproduced very quickly and moved away just as quickly, because there are just entire civilizations now. Crazy. And commended her before Pharaoh, and the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. So they're like, look at that girl, Dad would love her. So they grabbed her, brought her back to the Sphinx, and he entreated Abram well for her sake. So he's like, hey, Abram, I like your sister. Is this okay? Is this cool? And Abram's like, sure. And he had sheep and oxen, and he asses. Those are donkeys, don't get crazy. And men servants and maid servants, and she asses and camels. So he gave her asses and humps as well. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. So God knew that Sarai was not Abram's sister. And he's like, what is Pharaoh doing to her down there? Plagues, plagues, plagues. No, sir. Don't get away with that. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is this that thou hast done unto me? I asked Abram if it was okay, you know? Why didst thou not tell me that she was thy wife? I never would have, total regret. Why saidst thou, she is my sister, so I might have taken her to me to wife? Why saidst thou, she is my sister? Who's talking right now? There's no quotes, there's no said Abram, they just, why saidst thou, it must still be the Pharaoh. Oh, the Pharaoh's talking to Abram. Why saidst thou, she is my sister, so I might have taken her to me to wife, which is what I did. Now, therefore, behold thy wife, take her and go thy way. You got God on my case now. I didn't ask for any of this. I've got enough problems as a Pharaoh. I don't need God putting curses on my people. Get her out of here. And Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him. He said, guys, look, she's hot. Look but don't touch, because I've been there, I've done that, and it's not worth it. And they sent him away, and his wife, and all that he had. So, no more Egypt for you. You're out of here. Go take your God, and scram. So, fighting off a sneeze like nobody's business. Anyway, that's the end of chapter 12. So, I'm going to shut this off and sneeze. And I'll see you next week.